BTL listens to people like you where it's like, hey, when we had cool sculpting, we could treat this area. We can't really do that with Emsculpt Neo. What are you going to do about it? And BTL continues to come out with these different applicators to do that. But about a year ago, almost exactly a year ago, we came out with some new functional protocols and clearances where it changes up the frequencies in those magnets, where now you can treat injuries, you can work on joints, ligaments, and people are seeing results that are sometimes almost surgery-like, where you think you're going to need a surgery for something.
Let's talk about my favorite device in the BTL portfolio, which is Emface. It tones muscle, it builds collagen, it builds elastin, it reduces lines, it reduces wrinkles. It does it all without needles. There's no downtime. I mean, who doesn't want that?
No pain.
Yeah, no pain.
I'm grateful that Emface Eyes came out, because now we do have technology that's proven to work and that definitely shows improvement with under eye dark circles, wrinkles, bags, all of it. One of the biggest myths.
Don't you hate him?
You know what, Ryan? I hate the fact that you said that. I don't hate you.
First of all, if you aren't watching this podcast, please view him on. Go back and view the podcast.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Skin, Self, and Everything Else. I'm Brandon Mitchell.
I'm Dr. Ellen Turner.
It's going to be a good podcast today, Dr. Turner. Do you know why?
Yes.
This is why. My baby's daddy's here.
Yeah.
My baby's daddy's here. We're here to talk about the entire wedding situation, but I heard he's got a girlfriend on the side. I don't really appreciate that too much, but...
We're going to immediately, in the first 5 seconds, get sued for sexual discrimination.
Hey.
Let's make him feel comfortable.
Sorry, Ryan. I had to go in for the kill from the beginning. We had to break the ice. We have Ryan with BTL with us today, and we're very excited. All the fun stuff.
Yes, we are very excited. But let's just kind of make him feel comfortable. Let's kind of talk about our weekend and what we did. What did you do this weekend, by the way, Brandon?
I acted like a child, like I always do. It's no different from any other day. But I ended up going to Six Flags.
Yeah.
And quickly realizing how old I was. Quickly, because you know that I still think that I'm recovering from that. And can I tell you the diet situation the entire time? Eating like complete, it's really, there's something to it.
Yeah.
Because whenever I ate like crap, I was giving myself a complete cheat day.
Yeah.
I didn't feel good.
Yeah.
My body didn't feel good. I had the best time ever, though. I mean, it was Fright Fest out there, so you know how they had all the Halloween stuff going out that. Yeah.
I forgot about that.
And we took my friend Angela's daughter. She's now in high school.
Yeah.
My friend Angela, the one we talked about on the podcast, the one that recovered from cancer.
Yeah.
So we went with her, and you know, me and her go way back. We grew up together from 5th grade.
Yeah.
And so we spent the whole day together, and it was good just to be around her and stuff. We had a blast, but honestly, I'm still recovering from that. It's now Thursday. This was Saturday. Welcome to 47, everyone. That's what happens. So what did you do?
Frightful. I had so much fun. I got to go to Texas Dermatology. It met in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and they coincided it with the Balloon Fiesta. So I had never been. That was like one of my bucket list items. And so, yes, I got up at 3:45 in the morning, went out to the buses and met at 4:30 in the morning. And those little dermatologists, they're already lined up. You know, we weren't supposed to leave till 5, but they were already lined up. So we all got on the bus, went out there, best $25 I've ever spent in my life, because that's what it costs to get on the bus, take us out to the tent. And then we could like wander the field and see all those balloons, and you know, they were getting aired up to lift off. The balloons never lifted off, but you know, it was so hilarious because they had this big pink balloon that they inflated right in front of us. It was the Gold Bond collagen plumping balloon. And I was like, okay, that was like such a tactic. They like, of all the tents, they picked the Texas Derm tent to like put their, you know,
That is weird.
Isn't that funny? Marketing, so funny.
That's like saying you're next to the Noxzema balloon.
Right.
do you remember Noxzema? Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember one time I got into my mom's, her facial stuff.
Yeah.
And she, this was back in the 80s. I'll never forget it. And I was just now starting to develop acne, and I used that Noxzema one time. And can I tell you?
Did you break out?
Oh
worse?
my God, cystic. I think I still have scars from that. Honest to God, that stuff is horrible for your skin.
It has that odor to it.
It does. Do they even still sell it?
Oh yeah.
Ryan, will you go buy me some?
That's before my time. I don't even know what that is.
It is before your time. It is.
That's when all they had was like Seabreeze and Noxzema.
Seabreeze.
And Clearasil. Remember
And
that?
Clearasil. Oh, gosh. Put on your Clearasil and go watch your stories. All my children.
I remember my mom watching that.
All my children, Bold and the Beautiful.
Right.
Oh my God. Do you remember those days though?
I do.
With your Clearasil spot treat on, sitting
I
there
do.
looking like a
Yeah.
hot mess express. Oh my goodness. But
Well, wait a minute. We got to find out what Ryan did this week.
Yeah, it was quite the opposite of Brandon's. It was pretty chill. My girlfriend went to Las Palmas Saturday and then Sunday. Yeah.
we always talk
that
about that place.
place.
We went, when was it, 3 weeks ago?
Yes.
Did you like it?
She's obsessed with it, so I can't. It's good. I like the chips. They've got really good chips.
I like it. What about the atmosphere?
It depends where you sit.
I guess that is true.
Yeah.
I mean, I loved where we sat.
I like it.
We sat over there where that wall was like a rock or something. It looked like a rock wall. Do you know what I'm talking about? See, you didn't get the
I don't
cool
think I've ever
side of
sat
the
there.
restaurant.
Yeah, I like outside.
Oh,
Yeah, outside's nice.
you know, Mama don't sweat. I am
Yeah,
not
you
going
don't
to.
like the sun.
I am not going to sit outside of the heat in Texas and
true.
eat Mexican
That's true.
food. No,
Yeah.
sir.
We did that. We went to church Sunday morning, and then another place called Garden Cafe. If you haven't been there,
Never
great
been
spot.
there.
No.
Yeah, they've got a little garden
Oh,
outside. Great
okay.
Oh,
breakfast spot.
nice.
Nice.
And then we went to the farmer's market to get some pumpkins.
Oh, cool.
How romantic.
I know, right?
That's so nice.
Yeah, you won't find me in Deep Elm at the clubs anymore. So
No.
Well,
No.
Deep Elm, good. That's a podcast topic in
yeah.
itself. It's pretty scary down there these days.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it is.
yeah.
And it's used to not being that sad, but anyway, that's another topic. So, Ryan, we, all the listeners, want to know, and I'm curious too, because I've never asked you this, how did you actually enter into the aesthetic arena?
Yeah, it was kind of by accident. I didn't really know. Before I did this, I worked for a big pharmaceutical company. It's called Eli Lilly. Most people probably know maybe from like all the weight loss stuff going on right now. But I started that out of college, and it was a great job. Like I enjoyed it a lot. But there was a lot of clinics that were doing cash services on the side, and I'd see these banners of these different things, and I'd always be like, "What is that?" And I remember someone explained to me what microneedling was, and I was horrified. Because I was like, you're like stabbing these needles in these people's faces, and they're showing me the pictures. There's blood everywhere. I'm like, oh my gosh. But yeah, it was honestly a recruiter on LinkedIn just DM'd me and told me about these machines that give people six packs. At the time I was 25, so I was like, well, that sounds pretty sweet. What are you talking about? So then kind of worked out, and then I was very fortunate to land at BTL from the start. So I would say lucky, and it just kind of was like a chance that I got let in here, but then it kind of led to the last 5 years.
You know, I really don't believe in luck.
Yeah,
I believe everything happens the way it's supposed to.
that's probably true.
I really do believe that. A lot of people, I was talking about that with my friend Angela. She said something, and we were talking about luck. And I believe that things happen the way that it's laid out to happen. I don't think it's lucky. I think it's supposed to happen.
I mean, it's how I met you, so maybe that's...
I know, right? I met Ryan whenever I worked at Regional Plastic Surgery Center before I was blessed enough to come back to work for you again.
That's interesting.
And he came in, and we were looking at getting body contouring and stuff, but they just weren't. We really were trying to get them to get on board.
Yeah.
But the surgeons, in a plastic surgery office where they do a lot of body, it's hard to convince them because they're like, refer them over for surgery. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It just what it was, but
Yeah.
not everybody wants surgery.
Right.
Not everybody needs
Absolutely.
surgery.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so, but that's how I met him. He came in, and you're a great rep. You were great. You're very attentive. Always brought me breakfast.
You
Always
yell at
did.
me because it's like, Chick-fil-A, Chick-fil-A.
I know, and I was like, and he would walk in there one time, he didn't have breakfast. I was like, I thought I trained you better than this.
Poor Brian.
I know, but and then
Poor
he came
Brian,
in there
the
and
demands. Oh, can you imagine?
he knows Vonda.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
And so,
She's
because
wonderful.
Vonda's going to be our guest coming up in 2 weeks
really?
from now. She's
She
coming
is.
out to
She's
do
great,
it.
yeah.
She is.
Yeah, so because they've never met in person, Dr. Turner and her.
Yeah,
so.
just on Zoom. Yeah.
Yeah, so
That'll be
that's
fun.
an upcoming podcast. But no, and you're a very good rep, and your devices are incredible. And we were trying to convince them to bring them in because not everybody wants or needs surgery.
Yeah.
You know, not
So-
everybody wants to go under. Some people don't want to be cut on.
Mm-hmm.
I hate that. That's pretty harsh to say it like that, but it is what it is. And so we were trying to push to get BTL in there, especially for the summertime body
Yeah.
contouring. And that's what we were looking at was the Neo, and then we demoed Emface, but it never happened. But needless to say,
Here we are.
because of BTL is how I got back in contact with Dr. Turner.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it all linked together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And here we are today.
here we are today.
Well, how I met Ryan was kind of a funny story. And it was in 2021. And I really, really needed a body contouring device. And we were in the midst of using another body contouring device. And unbeknownst to me, I was getting a lot of calls coming through the switchboard. And it's like the doctor's always the last person to really know. And so that was pointed out to me is that, the question was asked, well, how many calls a day out of 10 do you think you get specifically on Emsculpt Neo? Oh, probably about 5 out of 10. I was like, what? Why do I not know this?
Yeah.
But the point is they were kind enough to come in and demo not only Emsculpt Neo, but M-Tone. So, of course, who's going to be the model? Hello, me. And so
Right.
I've always had this issue prior to that time with like the backs of my thighs. I'm like obsessed with the backs of my thighs. So I'm like, I've got this like dress on, kind of similar to today's dress, where I was just gonna like lift it up, and it was like, okay. So I walk in the room, and there's Ryan, and there's this guy Adam who has like, he wouldn't mind me saying it. He totally has this ADHD, totally. And he's like going, "Blah, blah, 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 blah," and he's like, okay, well just lay down and blah blah blah. And I had never met Ryan before, and I walk in, I'm like, Adonis is standing in the corner, and I was like, oh my gosh. And they're like, okay, well just lay down. And I was like, and like, lift up your dress. And like, Ryan was the consummate professional. He's like standing there staring off into space, like at a point on the wall, like,
What were,
and I was
were you,
like,
my face is turning red for you. It is, but I'm blushing for you.
I'm his mother, I'm like, okay, well, whatever.
Here we go.
Let's go. Yeah,
Guess
here
we're doing
we go.
this.
Yeah.
That is what happened.
So that is what happened. So anyway, and they proceeded to like go through all of the details of the device and what it does. And by the time I got up, I was like, not only do I have to get the Emsculpt Neo, I have to get the M-Tone because it works together. They work synergistically like 76% better together than alone.
I love doing M-Tone.
Yeah. So
I
it's
do.
incredible. I'm going to let Ryan talk more about these things. But anyway.
I do have to give my side of that. 'Cause
Yes, please.
I only ever
Please
told
give
you.
your side.
It was at your
Oh,
older
God.
clinic, and there was big windows. Like the room was
Yes,
filled with windows.
That's right.
And I remember I was so nervous because I was brand new, so I didn't really know what was going on. And at the time, dermatologists were like a huge target for us, and they were really interested in our platform. And I had known that you were a big name in the space here in Dallas, and I just remember there was like sweat pouring down my back because I was so nervous.
So nervous.
Plus it was hot because the window.
Yes.
You got the machine going, and then like it was. I was extremely nervous.
How long
but
had you been working for the company at this point?
A few months, maybe.
Yeah, so you were brand new.
Yeah, I was brand new. I mean, I
Yeah.
really didn't know what was going on. I was
Yeah.
kind of like there for the ride, but it was fun. I do remember that.
That is
That's
hilarious.
funny.
When she told me that story, I literally almost fell on the floor. She was like, Brandon, seriously? They were like, lift up your dress. And she's like, well, I guess I'm doing this. Could
Yeah.
you imagine? But hey, you were a true.
They
And you were
should-
such a gentleman. She
You
talked
have to
about
be,
how much of
yeah.
a gentleman you were.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I may not have been there, but I was watching. Eyes on you.
So So, like, over the years, like, just kind of describe a little bit, Ryan, because I've seen you over the years. You've really, I mean, they've promoted you. You have come so far. So, kind of just describe how your position has changed over the years with BTL.
So, when I first met you, I mean, you brought up Adam. He was the one that hired me into the industry. So, at the time, it was just the two of us. It was him and myself running the territory, and then Mitch, as you know, Mitch, he came on eventually. But my job was basically to find new business, and then since there was just two of us, we did all the post-sale stuff too. So over the last 4 or 5 years, the company has completely transformed, where we went from 2 people to now we've got 12 to 15 on the team at any time.
Yeah.
So the whole company has changed, where now we have a whole support team where with the practice success managers. We're there, the ones that you probably see in here more often. I've moved up a few times, but really I'm still in sales. I still like to maintain relationships with you guys, obviously, especially people like Brandon, because you guys makes me laugh. But
You know, I aim to please.
but yeah, I mean, so at this point I'm a district sales manager is the title, but we cover everything from East Texas, West Texas. I just did a stint out in South Texas, and then Oklahoma. So
Yeah.
but I mean, I'm still here. I remember when I came here, most people were like, yeah, people bounce all over the place, but I've really stuck it out with BTL.
Yeah.
That's
Or less.
good.
You have.
Long
you
while.
have. And it's an incredible company. So they have, just so everybody who's listening knows, they take technology from the ground up. They don't just kind of recycle ideas and kind of do this Me Too technology. They really invent new technology, and that's where this company really differs from other device companies. So we talked a little bit about Emsculpt Neo. Let's talk about that a little bit more, because I've seen such amazing things on this Emsculpt Neo, not just transforming the aesthetic market, but also now in functional wellness. Can we talk a little bit about that in terms of all of these functional wellness benefits? Because this is really where we're seeing all of this push right now in the med spa and the wellness sector. Let's just talk about how it really does transform muscle and core, and talk about some of the benefits for that.
Yeah, well, I think where a lot of this comes from is, like, BTL as a company, we're not really an aesthetic company. If you look at our stuff over in Europe, it's a lot of physio, cardiology, robotics, rehab, and I think what's beautiful about our aesthetic treatments is they're really rooted in that medical background. So, you know, when we first met and we're talking about Emsculpt Neo, it was a lot of like abs and butts and like arms, which is great, but what a lot of practices started to see is, if I can actually build muscle in these patients, there's a lot of issues in their life that we could prevent from getting worse, or keeping them walking properly, keeping them out of pain. So over the last 4 years, you know, we've added new applicators. At first, you just had the small and the large.
Yes.
The edge came out to really work those flanks. So BTL listens to people like you, where it's like, hey, when we had cool sculpting, we could treat this area. We can't really do that with Emsculpt Neo. What are you going to do about it? And BTL continues to come out with these different applicators to do that. But about a year ago, almost exactly a year ago, we came out with some new functional protocols and clearances, where it changes up the frequencies in those magnets, where now you can treat injuries, you can work on joints, ligaments, and people are seeing results that are sometimes almost surgery-like, where you think you're going to need a surgery for something, you think you're going to need something for the pain, whether it's an injection, and now you can do Emsculpt Neo for 30 minutes not doing anything, and you have better range of motion. You're no longer in pain. So that platform, I think what's neat for you guys is you have a platform. You're not having to keep paying for new platforms, and it continues to evolve. And just treat patients differently than you thought before.
So it's incredible. Let's talk about my favorite device in the BTL portfolio, which is Emface. It tones muscle, it builds collagen, it builds elastin, it reduces lines, it reduces wrinkles. It does it all without needles. There's no downtime. I mean, who doesn't want that?
No pain.
No pain. And then after they launched Emface, then they launched the Emface Submentum, and then more recently Emface Eyes. And this has been such a game changer in the aesthetic market. And so mainly Brandon and I have talked about this, especially in the area of the tear troughs. I don't even fill the tear troughs anymore. I don't know if you've seen this in your
100%.
Marketplace, but I used to just bemoan every time I'd have to go in and try to fill tear troughs. Needle, cannula, what do we want to do here? Am I going to get an occlusion? What's going to happen here? So, Brandon and I have, and Lauren, we all agree that this is just not worth the risk.
Yeah.
And especially when you have the results that you have with Emface Eyes.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you're seeing this trend in your marketplace, but that's what we've made a decision here in this office.
I've heard of multiple providers getting away from filler under the eyes. And we talked about this on the last podcast. Like Dr. Turner said, it's just too risky. And even then, even it not being so risky, I mean, it is risky, but it doesn't always look good. And people always used to think you have to go, they wanted to go straight for filler for the tear troughs. That's not it. I'm grateful that Emface Eyes came out, because now we do have technology that's proven to work and that definitely shows improvement with under eye dark circles, wrinkles, bags, all of it. And everyone suffers from that, so you know what I mean? So everyone's fast-paced life out there, they want to improve their eyes, and I love the Emface eye applicators. I'm a huge proponent of it. It's just filler is just not.
Yeah, it's kind of, for me, I that's the most recent treatment I've actually done is the eyes. But I think it's kind of another example like the Neo, where when it first came out, we just did the cheeks and the forehead. And what did people want? Chin and eyes. And to your point, Dr. Turner, is over the last 4 years, 5 years since I've been in it, there has been a big change of people want a natural look. They want a subtle look. I do think people are obviously a lot more open about what they've had done, but if we could try something like Emface before you start putting these things in, because I'm not a scientist, I'm not a doctor, I'm not going to make claims of things I don't know, but when you're on TikTok and you see like, oh my gosh, all this filler stuck in my face, whether it's true or not, people believe it and they freak out. So if you could do something like Emface that's going to reposition the muscle to keep those fat pads in, and there's really little to no risk, why not?
Yeah.
Why not try that? And it gives you guys a really cool tool too, because then afterwards you can go in and kind of fix what you need to.
Yeah.
Well, and from a provider standpoint, it's easy, quick and easy. I'm not saying it's about us, but I'm saying it's an all-around good package. For an esthetician that's doing the treatment, it's so fast, it's so easy. 20 minutes in, you're out. You know what I mean? There's no big preparation for it. It's so simple to do. Yeah. And so, with other devices that we've used in the past, it can be like an all-afternoon thing.
Oh, yeah. You can come in on your lunch break and do it, and no one's going to know.
Simple.
Yeah.
Correct. I'm a huge Emface, and I don't know, am I allowed to talk about this? I guess I have to now. I've opened the door. And so, but I heard that.
It's your podcast. I think you can talk about whatever you want.
But I heard that they're launching for TMJ. Is that a secret?
No, so that is this month, actually.
I've heard that.
Yeah.
I heard that recently, that they're launching it for TMJ, and right now they're trying to launch it in dentist office.
Correct. Yeah. So dental clinics have, specifically in Texas, there's some pretty strict laws on what dentists can and can't do with different injectables. So a lot of dentists were looking for different ways to innovate, because there's so many dental practices in Texas. So a lot of them started bringing on Emface. Especially with like smile makeovers, we can fix the smile. Why not fix everything else around the face?
Right.
So with that, some people were seeing improvements in TMJ, but it was kind of subjective. Now though, with the new clearance, so we did get an actual clearance for TMJ. You apply the applicators different, and you also it is a different frequency. So it's really working on the trigeminal nerve. It's not like, if you were to just slap it on now and do a normal Emface treatment, you probably wouldn't feel too comfortable. But that is super exciting, because, again, what else can we do for that? There's obviously treatments at dental clinics, tons of Botox and the masseters, but again, it's a new way for you guys to not treat your patients with the same platform.
That's exciting. I know I heard about that yesterday, as a matter of fact.
Yeah.
And so it's very exciting. I think it's going to be another, because we always get people that are wanting to have improvement with their
Absolutely.
TMJ.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a big thing now.
Yeah.
And now that more and more people know that they can treat it with like Emface or even Botox, we get more and more requests because a lot of people didn't even know you could treat it.
Right.
Yeah.
And so it's a big request here.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I didn't realize how common it was. Like I was talking to a guy the other day, and I noticed he had like a click when he talked, and he's like, "My TMJ is so bad." I'm like, well, "Man, you should try this out." I mean, worst case scenario, it gets a little bit better.
Totally.
So it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's cool
I
stuff.
have it bad. My jaw pops when I eat.
Does it really?
It does. It pops when I eat. It does.
Is that why you're eating that smoothie in there?
Did you hear me? Golly. Did you hear it popping in there? It does. It pops loud. Sometimes I'm like, please God, don't let it stick and play. You know, when you open your mouth, you're afraid it's going to stick open. God. God, that's all the office needs is for my mouth to be completely trapped open and me talking even more than I already do.
Yeah, that would be quite the sight.
Yeah. But that's exciting. I mean, we're excited to hear about that because we do have a huge request for that.
Yeah.
You know, Dr. Turner's constantly, she's putting Botox in there and helping so many people, and that's just going to be an addition to what we'll do. So that's exciting.
All right. What about Exion? So I purchased that platform in 2022. I believe it was 2022. And I wanted to really get a device that was really not only the best in RF microneedling, but I was seeing a shift in the marketplace, and I knew that patients wanted alternatives to filler. So, and we also needed really a device that was like something that we could treat for crepiness in the skin, and I really couldn't find that device. So, and I often talk to patients and they ask me about Morpheus. And I think honestly, if you ever got a Morpheus treatment, I don't think you'd ever get another one. So I think Exion came out with that device, and it's really a platform, meaning there's multiple treatment options on one single device. So yes, there's Exion RF, but then there's Exion HA, which we use for both face and we use it for body. Again, you can, I think you can treat, it's wonderful for crepiness. Like, I like that combination of RF plus HA.
And I'm just glad they came out with a machine that you can get the same results as Morpheus 8 and you don't have to go through all that pain.
Yeah, that's just... And it has something to do, I don't really quite, I'll be honest, I don't understand all the science behind it, but it has something to do with the impedance and how deep it can go without hitting like the pain receptors. It has something to do with their engineering. You have to be an engineer to understand that type of stuff. And they have plenty of those at BTL. They have almost 500 engineers working in research and development.
I think last time I heard Roche is 600.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. See, that's the thing, is they spend so much money on research and development, building these devices from the ground up. And then it's pretty cool. I've never been to their headquarters there in, it's Prague.
Yep, yeah, Prague.
I've never been there, but I hear like they have rooms where they like try to figure out like how we can mess up the devices, and then they reverse engineer to make sure that we don't mess up their devices. Like the time that you know, electrified yourself and
Ryan, I'm suing your company. I'm just kidding. I'm
I didn't hear that one.
Ryan.
It seems like user error.
It was. It totally was.
Listen.
But they need to get Brandon in there. So they need to fly him out first class, and then they'll get him in those rooms and just say, okay, Brandon, see if you can mess this up.
You know what? I like this topic. Are you taking notes?
Yeah. I'm gonna
Oh, he's taking notes up here.
I want to go to
taking
Prague.
notes up here.
Hey.
You're probably getting in trouble in Prague. I hear they have a lot of fun up there.
No, I'm pretty spiritually strong. I can handle it. I love Exion. As a matter of fact, I'm doing one on Dr. Turner this afternoon.
Oh,
You
nice.
sure is.
I'm
Which
airing
one
it.
are you doing?
RF.
RF.
Nice.
I'm going to do a training video for drellenturner.com. Did you know that we're doing that? You better say yes, Ryan.
Yes, you did tell me earlier you were doing some training videos. Yeah.
I'm like,
Preempt that.
listen, stay on my good side now. No, yeah, we have drellenturner.com, and so I'm recording a training video today doing Exion on her, and so that way other providers can now go to the website, subscribe, literally literally the price to subscribe is less than a syringe filler. You can't beat that, and it's good for a year. And we have how many videos do we have on there now?
Oh, over 35.
Over 35 training videos to where brand new providers can go and they can, hey, you know what? We're going to speak at your conference.
Well, and that brings up a good point. It's not really about the BTL, because BTL has the most amazing training, right?
You do.
I mean, it's
right.
because their training is par. There's no training like that. I mean, you have turnover or whatever in the office, they keep sending out, their trainer to keep retraining.
It's called a great partnership is what it is.
But it's like, just to give people ideas about, like, these are devices that we have in our office. This is kind of how how the device works. This is what it does. But especially more for like other types of laser devices and techniques and tips and
tricks.
Combination therapies. And then I do a lot with injectables, especially cannulas and that kind of thing. And so I think it's just an invaluable resource, just one more resource that people who are maybe new to the aesthetic market, or if they're new to opening like a med spa or something like that, and maybe they're not the ones actually doing it, maybe they're delegating these things out, but I think it's totally invaluable. So
we're excited about it. We've been working on it since we started it in November last year.
So it's been almost 1 year, and then we launched it.
It has been almost a year. Can you believe that?
You guys launched it in July?
We launched it in July, and we started working on the recordings and the video filmings about 1 year ago. So
we're going to be doing Exion RF this afternoon.
It's fun. I mean, I've done it on my lips, but
on your lips?
Yeah. I mean, can't you tell they're all plumped up?
I
love it.
So it's enjoyable.
See, it's an alternative.
Right.
That's awesome. Let's talk about the latest technology for BTL, which is Exomind. It's really incredible. I'm seeing it all over Instagram and Facebook and that kind of thing. Tell our audience about this revolutionary technology. Why is it so beneficial? So
if you kind of catch on with a lot of the BTL stuff, we're really good at magnets. And we really mastered the body with that Emsculpt Neo. Then we went to the face with Emface. One of the areas that we didn't ever touch was the mind, right? And that kind of controls everything.
Yeah.
So a technology called TMS, it's been around since the 80s. It's transcranial magnetic stimulation. It's historically been used for major depressive disorder, which is fantastic. But with BTL, what we wanted to do was really push for everything mental wellness. Especially since COVID, weight loss became big with all these GLP-1s. Well, the thing that a lot more people talk about nowadays that it's a little bit more acceptable is our mental health, mental wellness, right?
Yeah.
So BTL, like we were talking about earlier, the 600 engineers, they basically created a version of TMS. We have some patented technologies within ours where it takes the standard 36 treatments that we still have for major depressive disorder.
Yeah.
We have another option where it's only 6, and we're using that to target really anything mental wellness, whether it's stress, anxiety, decision making. I was on a phone call earlier today with someone talking about addiction, that they've been using for that to help cessate those addictions, sleep, binge eating. And what BTL really tries to do, and you saw this with Neo, and you've even seen it with Exomind now, is push this stuff to the masses so people are aware of what it is. Because most people, if you ask, they're like, do you know what TMS is? And they're like, is that like the electroshock therapy stuff? And it's not even remotely close.
Yeah.
And we want people to know what it is and have access to it. So it's a cash service that a clinic like this could have it in their practice, and people are really able to get something that doesn't require a medication or some other therapies. And at the root of all these things that we're really dealing with, like, how can we quiet that noise in our head that is maybe causing some of these other problems? Especially with like a derm office, if you have anxiety or stress that, triggers a flare-up of something, well, what if we could help quiet that and prevent that from even happening in the first place? So it's been really exciting. It did launch in January or March technically. But it's been huge. It's been a really, really big hit, and it's very exciting to dive into that world. I was terrified at first because I was the brain.
Yeah.
What are we talking about here?
Yeah.
But I've experienced it myself.
No, here's the thing. Well, I'm going to put it out there right now. I don't mind trying this little device of yours, Ryan, but if I get done with that treatment and I come out straight, I'm going to be pissed. Listen, if this starts changing all that, we're going to have some issues.
I don't think we have any studies on that, but, maybe you could.
No, I'm good. I like me for me. I'm good right where I am. No, but that's exciting. I mean, honestly, I would like to try that sometime.
Yeah.
I mean, who wouldn't? I mean, that sounds like, all the benefits that you get from it. I mean, it sounds amazing.
They have it, they demo it just like they do anything else at all of the meetings. Mm-hmm. And, the only thing is at my last meeting that I was at in May, it was incredible. I just couldn't ever seem to figure out where the demo room was.
You couldn't find it?
Yeah, I kept getting sidetracked by everything. I was like, where's the demo room?
And you were going to get it that night?
I was totally going to get it.
Dang.
Yeah.
Well, we will have another local event coming up
They will.
in a few months, but we call it the wellness room, actually. We don't call it the demo
Is it
room.
20-minute treatment?
There you go.
No, with the demo, it's more of like a experience rather than the demo.
No, I'm sorry. When you get hooked up to it?
Oh, when you do the full treatment.
Right. How long is the treatment for a patient?
So you would be in the room for about 30 minutes total. The treatment itself is about 24, 25 minutes. But the setup is less than 60 seconds.
It maps their brain and does all these things.
Yeah, the mapping.
Gosh,
we
technology.
use AI and the technology. It's very simple. You lay down, very comfortable. Some people fall asleep. After my treatment, I just felt very relaxed.
You did?
Yeah.
So
we don't need you
cool.
anymore. Relax, okay?
I know.
God, we don't.
Ryan's very chill.
I'm excited about that. I think that's good things are kind of AI and that kind of technology is taking over the world.
Yeah. No, it is neat to see that. We had who did it the other day? Serena Williams. You remember Lil Jon?
Yeah.
Who?
Lil Jon,
Lil
the
Jon,
rapper. Yeah, he did it.
Yeah.
Oh, did you? I'm like, who? Who's John and why is he little? Who's Little John?
No,
I've never
Lil
heard
Jon.
of it.
It's Lil Jon.
I've never heard
Not
of
Little John.
Really?
I
He's the rappers. I was like, yeah.
Do you know what's funny is the only thing I listen to in my car is house music. That's
I didn't know
it.
that about you.
That's all I listened to for years. So I get so behind on the radio because I don't listen to music. I listen just to house music has no words.
Yeah, I was going to say there's no words.
To me,
there.
it's like
vibing
it's relaxing. It puts me in such a good place.
Yeah.
There's no noise. There's nothing. It just relaxes me.
Yeah.
So I don't ever listen to the regular radio. So when I hear these artists like this Lil Jon
You're like,
character,
who is that?
I'm like, who is Little John and why is he little? Why are we talking about him? Do we need to get him as a guest on the podcast?
Probably, yeah, maybe.
So he did Exomind?
Yeah.
Oh.
And you know Serena Williams.
I do.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to. No, I do. I'm trying
I
to
was
think.
talking about football at one of our podcasts, and Brandon was like, "Who are you, and where did you
I'm
come
like,
from?"
where's Dr. I'm like, Prada meets defense, and I guess what is it? Defense and I don't even
Offense.
know. Offense. Thank you. Got it.
Don't get too deep in the weeds.
You can stop talking about that now.
I go to the Cowboys game to watch the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders.
Right, that's right.
I don't blame you.
I used to
There's
have.
probably a lot of
I used to
people
know
that
a lot
do.
of them.
Yeah.
Back in 2009, what were you, 5?
Yeah.
I think I was 13 or 14.
My gosh, this is amazing how old I am. Amazing. This is all nice. Let me expose my age a little bit more.
Okay, Ryan. So, what if you could pick any BTL procedure to choose from? What would be your favorite one?
It kind of changes, honestly. For when I first came, it was Neo. Then it was Emsculpt, the chair, just because I thought it was so weird and kind of unique. Mm-hmm. Exomind's cool, but probably if I had to pick one, it would be the Neo still, just because it does so much.
Yeah.
I mean, there's really nothing else out there that is going to do what Neo can do and like change people's lives, take them out of pain. I've seen it like with my own family, how it's helped with them. So
Yeah.
I think if I had to take one to a deserted island, I would want the Neo to play with all the time.
Yeah, I would do that too.
That's
I
pretty
think.
fair.
I don't know. I can't say because I haven't had Exomind.
That's true.
So,
That's true.
but
To take away the gay.
yeah, oh my god, I swear to God, Ryan, if I come out of that treatment and this is happening, where's the lawsuit form? I'm just kidding. That's a strong word to say these days, isn't it? God, that's such a strong word.
Look at the fine print now.
Look
at the fine
listen,
print.
no, sir. Okay, so what is your favorite? This is going to be interesting. What is your favorite topical skincare?
So the worst part about working in this industry is like everyone in this industry hates me for this because I mean, water.
We just did. Wait. Where is it? It's in your inbox. We're gonna pull it out. I just did a recording on this. Do you know that there is I'm so glad you brought this up. God, you opened the door wide up. Did you know that one of the biggest myths?
Don't you hate him?
You know what, Ryan? I hate the fact that you said that. I don't hate you.
First of all, if you aren't watching this podcast, please view him on. Go back and view the podcast.
Dr. Turner, do you know where Aurelia is? For those of you who don't know who Aurelia is, she's behind the scenes. She helps us out because I need her to start drawing up the divorce papers for saying water. Did you know that's one of the biggest myths in skincare?
Oh, that you use water?
No, that water. You did you not see what I'm talking about?
What?
There's a thing Creative Media sent over, and they literally, I did a thing on that, and one of the biggest myths in this industry is that drinking water is enough hydration for your skin, and it's not true.
Oh, well, I think he just means
he
just cleans his face.
Oh my gosh!
I think you're like not on the same page with him.
That is hilarious.
Ryan and I are on the same page. And you're not on the same page. He's like, I get this gorgeous mug because I just throw some water on my face and I walk out the door.
Oh my gosh! And here I am going down this whole.
I figured that out.
I was waiting for you to like
I
pull it
figured
back
that out. I'm like,
Could you
okay.
stop me?
Well, I'm just waiting on you to. I'm like, what?
I can't. Look, my face is red. I feel it. I can feel it.
This is hilarious.
Well, I will say, I do, and this is another big no-no in the aesthetics world, but there's a time where I would throw on some beef tallow.
Some what?
Beef tallow. I love it. I hear about beef tallow
What
back
is
in the
that?
It's one of the.
It's
It's
beef
basically
fat.
what you put on brisket before you get some really good brisket. I have a patient in
Wow, that's
Irving. That's
disgusting.
what he puts on the best brisket I've ever tasted in my life. He's like, I'm like, how do you get this brisket tasting so good? He's like, I marinate that in some beef tallow, and I'm like, oh, this is delicious.
Are
And
you
that's
kidding?
what he
No,
put on
serious.
his face.
But I will tell you, in the last 2 weeks, there's an account in Midland, and she gave me some ZO products.
Oh,
And
now we're growing up.
over the last 2 weeks, I've been using it. And I took my girlfriend to pick her car up this morning. I was driving, and she's like, "Wow, your skin is glowing."
Oh.
So maybe it's a ZO glow. I don't know.
thought maybe you
I
were
might
going to
have to keep
say
using
you're
it.
still-
using some of that Gold Bond collagen
I mean, for God's sakes. Good. I'm like, what do you do? Put Canthosinique under your eyes?
I don't even know what it is.
You don't even know what it is.
I do know what it is.
We used to put it when we were kids on little Chicker bites. You know that it comes in a little green bottle. It's like, do they still sell it?
Yep, they do.
Yeah.
If it's in a bottle and it's for this, even remotely for the skin, I know what it is.
Say it for me one more time. Beef what?
Tallow.
It's like beef fat. You can get it to cook with it. Put it on your face.
You don't break out?
No, you just gotta.
So you go to bed smelling like a damn steak.
Yeah, and then my cat wants to lick my face.
I could not. Oh my gosh. You learn something new every day. Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
so I'm trying to move away. It's really good for sunburns. If you get what?
No, I don't try.
I guess you
I'm
guys
not.
don't get
Let's promote skin
He
cancer.
burned the brisket and then he put the beef tallow on it.
Gosh, golly, you want some salt and pepper with that? I can't. Goodness gracious, you might as well put Crisco on your skin.
Kind of feels like it, yeah.
So, what is your favorite restaurant in Dallas?
Top would be El Carlos Elegante. Have you been?
Never even heard of
I
it.
have. Yes, you have heard of it because I went.
That whole group, the
Yeah.
Duro Hospitality group, they know how to
Where's it at?
It's over Trinity. Design District.
Trinity Groves.
Yeah, do you know the Charles?
Is it across the bridge?
Yeah.
Trinity Groves.
Yes, it is.
It is.
Maybe
Great service. Great.
I went to a restaurant.
Yeah.
Is it what kind of food is it?
Mexican?
Yeah.
And they have
Like
a huge outdoor
Mexico
area.
City. I would say kind of Mexico City.
Huge. Yeah, it is. It's very
Yeah.
traditional Mexican.
And
It's awesome.
I need to go.
Yeah.
what's their specialty? They have something that they make that's like, they're very proud of it. It's like, oh, I can't
Is it
think
the
of
like? Everything they do is like
It's like very
homemade,
authentic.
ground. Yeah, authentic.
I wanna go.
Yeah.
The service is great. The ambiance is great.
Yeah.
So I like it there a lot. I like
think-
Italy too.
I think we'll be getting dinner dates on the calendar before
Yeah,
this
great.
podcast is over.
Yeah.
Hint, hint.
And then we already talked about the next BTL invention, right? Well, maybe we haven't. I don't know. Do you have something else in the pipeline besides the TMJ?
I mean, there's always stuff in the pipeline, but
Can you reveal any secrets?
I don't perhaps know new devices coming, but if you can use your imagination and think of how everything has worked out so far with these platforms, things will probably continue to evolve
I'm sure.
into new.
Such a great answer. I want to know. I want you to go all in.
I'd probably get a phone call after this if someone hears it if I started saying
No,
stuff.
we don't want that.
you to get in trouble.
Well, this was
No.
fun.
This
It
was.
was.
A lot
This
of
was
fun.
everything that I anticipated it to be and more.
Yeah, I mean, it was my first time ever on a podcast, so
You did
Was it?
remarkable, Ryan?
I had 8 outfits planned for it. I'm like, what do I wear?
Look, hey, you know what? It's fun. It's just like having a
Amazing.
conversation.
Yeah.
So, everybody, thank you for tuning in today to Skin Self and Everything Else. And please always remember, what do I say every week? Let's repeat after Brandon, drellenturner.com. For all you new providers out there, please go there, learn, expand your knowledge, become the best provider that you can be. And also, watch our podcast this week so you can look at what my baby's daddy actually looks like. Okay? So, thanks everybody for tuning in. And say bye, Ryan. People want to hear you say bye.
Thank you guys. Appreciate it. It was
Thank
a lot of fun,
you.
Brandon and Dr. Turner.
And we will see you next week.